Morning, Lost Anchor. You're listening to 96.9 WYUK, the voice of the wild. Buckshot Lavoie here, still upright, still on the air, and still waiting for this spring to actually show up. April's got one boot in the winter and the other stuck in the mud around here. Snow's melting, but not fast enough for this old guy, I'll tell you. Roads are a mess, trails are worse, and if you were even thinking of getting anywhere in a hurry today, tomorrow, or heck, for the next couple weeks, well, good luck with that. But not much else to report. The river's breaking up, the ferry's running, well, mostly, and somebody lost a boot in the mud behind the post office, I saw, and if it's yours, I'm sorry to say, it's part of the town now. Anyway, if you're out there, keep the wheels out of the ditches and the hope's realistic. It's Buckshot Lavoie signing off here. But before I do, let's get to another one here on WYUK.
All right, well, it took a few days, but I am finally here in Lost Anchor to get my equipment. It has been raining for a few days, and because of that, the path out of my place has been very muddy and very hard to navigate, so I wasn't thinking about trying to do that. Not a city guy like I am. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get in here and get the equipment here. What's this? All shipments down at dock. The spelling here is not incredible. I'm going to be honest. It's not great. But I do understand enough to know that I need to go down to the dock to get my equipment. But yeah, this is Lost Anchor right here. It's a small little town, if we can call it that. Kind of just kind of a port with a few extra things added onto it. But I do know that the port is down here, obviously by the water. So we'll drive down here and see. Yep, this looks like where all the shipments come in. And wow, look at that. I'm sure that thing's got a story. Wow. Alright. And yes, I think right there on the right, if I see right, is my tractor and a couple of... Yep, the gas and the water. Perfect. I am missing a trailer, though. Where is the trailer and where is the mower? That is what I'm wondering. Alright, and then where do we go? The best safety device is a careful worker. Okay, well, where is everybody? That's locked. Okay, well, this is starting off exactly how I figured it would. I don't know where anybody is. I haven't seen anybody in this town, except for that woman, Whiskey, who's up at the bar. I guess I could go there. Let me see if there's a truck here. Let me see if anybody's in here. It looks like the lights are on. Yeah, let's get in here and see if they can help us out. Hey there, are you the guy that works the docks?
Yep, that's me. Randy Haynes. Folks call me Rusty. What you need?
Well, nice to meet you, Rusty. My name's Hurd. Just got into town, and I've got a shipment down at the docks. I've got a tractor, I've got a trailer, you know, a few other things, but the trailer and the mower, they're missing.
Missing? Well, I'm gonna guess you're not too happy about that.
Right. Yeah, you could say that. I've been waiting for this shipment for a while, and now I'm stuck here with just a tractor, no way to haul it, and a missing mower.
Oh, sounds like you got a problem then.
Rusty, I'm trying to figure out where all of my stuff is. I've got a tractor down there. I've got a gas trailer down there. I've got a water trailer down there. But I'm missing a trailer to transport all of this stuff, and I'm also missing a mower. I'm just trying to figure out where all of this stuff went.
Yeah, I hear you. You sure it was supposed to be on the docks today?
Yeah, of course I'm sure. It was supposed to be here yesterday. It's just, the weather and the rain, I wasn't able to get out here. But yeah, the trailer, the tractor, the mower, and the 2 tanks. That's what I'm expecting to get here. And now I'm stuck out here with no idea how I'm going to get all of this stuff back.
Yeah, I hear ya. Well, here's the thing. If it ain't on the loading sheet, then it wasn't loaded. And it's not on the loading sheet.
What are you talking about? Like, how can it not be on the sheet? I've got the paperwork right here.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not on your paperwork. But if it didn't make it onto the dock's sheet, then it wasn't loaded. Sometimes they miss stuff, I don't know, and when it doesn't show up here, sorry to tell you, it doesn't show up anywhere.
So you're telling me that I've paid for a trailer and a mower that didn't get loaded, and I'm never going to find again?
I mean, yeah, looks it. It's not the first time it's happened. I mean, I've lived here and worked in this dock for years. Yeah, it's more than you'd think.
I mean, this is ridiculous. I've got a place 60 miles away from here. I can't just leave this tractor here. And now I've got no way to haul it back, and you're telling me that I'm kind of out of luck.
Now, I'm not telling you you're kind of out of luck. I'm telling you you're completely out of luck.
Okay, well, what is the solution to this problem then? How do I get all of this back to my house?
Well, I got a few ideas for you. You can drive back to the city and try to get it all sorted out. Good luck with that. Or you can wait it out, and you might die of old age before all that happens, but it's not like it's the end of the world, you know what I mean?
All right, Rusty, I've really tried to be patient here, but yes, it actually is the end of the world for me. And wait it out? I don't have time for that. I mean, you don't get it. I've got work to do here. This path to my house is overgrown, and I need to fix it. And the tractor is the only way that I'm going to fix it, but I can't get the tractor back to my house without the trailer.
No, I get it. You came here to work. You need your equipment. Your equipment didn't come on the boat, and now you're stuck. What you don't get is that this place has got its own rhythm. This stuff happens all the time. If you're going to live out here, you're going to have to get used to it.
Well, it's more than a little frustrating, especially since I'm trying to make the land better. I don't know what to do.
No, I get it. It's frustrating. I'd be frustrated too. And if I were in your shoes, I'd be mad like you are. But you're here now, and as for the trailer and the mower, unless you want to chase it down in the city, you're stuck with what you got.
All right, great. Well, I don't know anyone here, so do you have any idea how I can get all of this stuff back? I live 60 miles the other way.
Yeah, well, like I said, you got a couple choices. You could head back to the city, see if you could track it down. That could take a while. You can sit tight and wait. Sometimes things just show up a few days late. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but it's possible.
Great. So I'm really just stuck with no trailer and no mower and no way to get any of this back to my house.
Well, not exactly. You could also go talk to Dutch. He runs the towing service just outside of town there. He's got the equipment to do it. I'm sure he'll do it for you. I haven't seen your place or anything, but I've seen him get into some pretty crazy things and get out of it, so I don't know if there's a path out here that he can't go through.
All right, Rusty. Well, thank you, I guess. I'm going to leave that out there by the dock for a minute. I'm going to go down and talk to Dutch, and then I guess we'll be back a little later.
All right, Herd. Well, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but welcome to Lost Anchor. It's surely got its problems. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. All right, well, what an interesting day it's been, including the weather. It's soaked now. It was pouring when we got here. But yeah, and Randy's an interesting guy, like pulling teeth to get information from him, but now we are headed to Dutch's, so let me get one of these trailers hooked up to this truck, and I will pick it back. All right, well, all hooked up, all ready to go, and we are headed to Dutch's. At least I know who that is. You know, not knowing too many people out here, it's nice that the person that has to help us is at least somebody that we've met before. But oh, what a task this has been today. And I'm not really sure what's going to happen with the mower and the trailer. It sounds to me like they're just gone, and I cannot begin to understand how. As he said, I could go back to the town. I could go file a police report, but I mean, that's going to cost a lot of money just to get back to town. That's the thing about living so remote. So now I'm out the money, it looks like. I'm going to need to find a way to get a trailer, because I'm going to need a trailer. And I'm going to find a way to get this tractor back to the house, and I'm really hoping that Dutch is able to help me here. Just so much money out the door there, but because somebody didn't load it. I mean, this isn't the end of this. I'm definitely going to be looking into this, but this seems incorrect. Either way, we're headed to Dutch's, which is out here a little bit outside of town. I'm just going to have to get the tractor back to the property. I'm going to cut some trees. I'm really trying to mow the property up. That way we didn't have all of these shrubs and we could actually see a little ahead of us. But alright, well, here is Dutch's, and I don't even know. I don't think I really need any gas, but we can fill this thing up. Alright, first things first, let's get this tractor back. See, it looks like Dutch's truck there. Alright. Let's get inside and see what he says. It's the only thing we can do. Hey, Dutch, you around?
Yep, 1 second. All right. Oh, hey, heard, right?
Yeah, I've got a bit of a problem, though. I ordered a bunch of things to come in on the docks. Some things did and some things didn't. I'm missing a mower and I'm missing a trailer, and the trailer is really why I'm here. The trailer was supposed to transport the tractor back to my property, but now that I don't have that, I don't know if I want to drive a tractor 60 miles back to my property. So I'm trying to see if you might be able to help me out.
A tractor and no trailer? No mower. Yeah, I'd say that's not the usual order of things, Herd.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, to be honest. The tractor's there, but the trailer never showed up, and neither did the mower. And I've been waiting on it for a while, and now I'm just stuck with just the tractor and no way to haul it back to my property. So, yeah, the whole thing's been a mess.
Yeah, it happens sometimes out here. Sometimes things get mixed up. Don't worry, I can help you out. I'll grab the tractor for you and I get it back up to your land.
Awesome. That would be a huge, huge help. Because, you know, the place is, like I said, 60 miles out. I gotta be honest, the road's a bit of a mess. I really don't know if I would be able to haul it myself out there. So, as close as you can get it would be okay.
As close as I can get. Herd, I'll be fine. That's for sure. And no problem. I'll head down to the dock, I'll get the tractor. I'll have it up to your place by this afternoon. It's just what I do.
Well, I would really appreciate it. I mean, I was starting to wonder what I was going to do about all this. This just seems like an uphill battle, everything I do out here, and I haven't even really been here that long.
Yeah, well, get used to it. This ain't the city life anymore. But hey, I'll get ready, I'll go down there and grab your tractor, and I'll have it up there by probably late afternoon today.
Since I've moved out here, everything's been an uphill battle. You'd think the stuff that you paid for would just show up, but nope, not here. Not in the Lost Anchor. Missing trailers, missing mowers, half shipments. and a lot of questions that no one seems to know the answers to. Dutch came through, though. He said he'd bring the tractor up this afternoon. Although it's probably going to cost me a little more than I'd planned, I should be happy he's even willing to do it in the first place. That's a lot of miles, and not many folks around here are going to go out of their way for a new guy. And not too many folks around here, period. I spent the rest of the morning cleaning up the house and trying to make it seem more like a home. I think I had a long ways until this house, or this area, felt like that, though.
Oh, there you are. I know there aren't people out here, Herd, but I was out there long enough to drop off the tractor.
Really? I mean, you're right, I didn't hear you. I think when I get these trees and this brush all cleared out, I think it'll probably help me hear a little bit better. It'll definitely let me see better, but anyways, thanks for dropping it off. I appreciate it.
Well, no problem. I know you're trying to find your footing out here. And that's not the easiest thing to do in a new area. Especially this one. Well, you got another trailer down there too. A tank, I think I remember. Anyway, you want me to scoop that up for you too the next time I'm in town? I can bring it up to my garage at least. Next time you're in the area, you can grab it. He'll save you a lot of miles.
Yeah, that would be a huge help. Thank you, Dutch. Yeah, I'm still really angry about that stuff missing though. Rusty wasn't too friendly down there.
Yeah, when he knows you're here to stay, he'll lighten up a little bit. But when he finds that you're here to stay and make beer, he'll lighten up a lot.
I'm just not sure what I'm gonna do about this brush. I mean, I can't mow it all down. I'm looking at this, am I gonna have to do this by hand?
Heard, I haven't known you long, but I've known you long enough to know you're crazy. Boy, would that be an exhausting day. Look, don't worry about it. I know it's frustrating, and I know there's a lot here. But I got a mower that you can borrow, and we'll get this property cleaned up right.
Really? Man, that would be a huge help. I think getting this property at least mowed down and, getting it to look a little bit better, it'll help me out a lot around here.
Oh, I agree. Look, I'm headed down to town tomorrow, so I'll grab your trailer and bring it to the garage for you. And as far as the mower, I'll load that onto the trailer, and I'll bring that up for you as well. That way, at least you could start making this place look a little better. And at very least, you'll be able to hear people coming through.
I agree. And, as soon as you get that down here, I'll start working on it, and I'll have it back to you real soon.
Nah, don't rush it, Herd. You've got time. Besides, you've got a lot of other things going on here as well, I get it. There ain't nobody out here judging you on your work but the trees, and believe me, they've seen a lot worse.
Yeah, still, I know this place gets cold and snowy, and I want to utilize the time that I have left. This place is just a mess.
Yeah, every place starts that way. You just didn't see it when it was someone else's mess. You're not the first to try something out here. Most leave when it gets hard. Some stick around. I guess the verdict's still out for you.
Yeah. I guess we'll see.
Heard, I was kidding. Alright then. I'll get moving on. You'll hear me when I'm coming next time, hopefully. Well, if I don't get swallowed up by this overgrowth first. Oh, and Heard, don't let Rusty get under your skin. He barks more than he bites. Just don't borrow his tools. Like ever.
Alright, noted. Well, thanks, Dutch. I'll talk to you soon. Alright, well, let's get this tractor somehow parked behind. I think I'm going to park it behind the building over here. But look at how much brush there is out here. I mean, it makes sense. It hasn't been touched out here in about a decade, maybe two. But still, it's insane out here. I've got a lot of work to do for sure. And Man, Dutch coming in with the mower is helpful, to say the least, but... Alright, I think I'm going to get inside, and I'm just going to hang out for a minute. Read a little bit, wait for Dutch, and kind of relax. I haven't done that yet. Maybe if I take in the scenery, all of this will start feeling a little bit more worth it.
That storm in 82, it hit harder than most. When it picked up, power lines were down, roads gone. I didn't have much choice, I just got in the car and started making rounds. There weren't many houses, but they were all without power. Some without heat. I figured if no one checked, somebody surely would get missed. So with the phone lines down, I went out to every. The old squad car barely ran. Old loud thing. It was on its last leg. But the budget was almost nothing out there. Besides, I didn't have time to think about that right now. I had a list of names in my head, nothing written down, just people I knew I needed to check on. It took all day, but I made it to everyone. Most were just cold, hoping everything would be back to normal. I knew it would. I had no idea when it would happen. Nobody made a big deal of it. It didn't need to. That's just how things were back then. If something needed done, you just did it. That's all.
Well, what a frustrating day it has been. I mean, going down to Lost Anchor and not having our mower and our trailer to now not being able to really do much. I am going to, tomorrow, I'm going to cut down a tree. I don't know which one of these trees out here. I'd probably like to start with a smaller one, but at the same time, I know that there's a lot of trees that are blocking our path. So we're going to have to start that project. It's something that I'm a little intimidated to do, to be honest, but at the end of the day, it needs to happen if we want this brewery to last. So, I don't know. I guess we just have to wait for Dutch, and when he gets here with the mower, then we'll be able to clear some of this out. And I cannot wait for that as well, because this place is a disaster, and it's really claustrophobic with all of these trees just kind of hanging out around me and looming. So I do want to get that done, and then I think this place is going to become a lot more comfortable. We'll be able to get a path out to the brewery out there. But for now, I guess we're just going to have to make some dinner and wait for Dutch.